Everybody, John Craig here with Performance Plus Tennis. In today's video, we're going to address a question that came from one of our subscribers here on the channel who asked, why do I keep hitting my leg on my serve follow through? We're going to address that problem, give you great solutions, and improve your serve performance in today's lesson. So there's several reasons why tennis players hit their leg on the serve. You never see pros do that, very rarely. I don't think I've hit my leg personally in 40 years. Very rarely happens. But the main reason why that happens, pretty obviously, is that players are swinging down on the ball and they have all this downward momentum going. So they're going down rather than up into contact. And that's a main reason, obviously, why they're hitting the leg. The other reason is the swing path is incorrect. And it's usually because we're playing with a forehand grip and our swing path is more of a straight line to the target. So if I do a straight line to the target coming down, I'm much more likely to hit my legs. So those are the two main reasons why you're hitting your leg when you serve. And we're going to fix that right here and help you get your serve much, much better. So the first cure is to really consider that you're going to swing upward on your serve. We have to get the ball up and over the net and down into the box. And if you look from the perspective you are or from the perspective I am, every ball we ever see land in our opponent's court, we actually see it land by looking through the net. Whether it's a ground stroke or it's a serve, we're looking at the ball bouncing by looking through the net. So if you just keep that perspective in mind, think about having your eyes at the contact point. Could you look over the net and down into the service box so that your ball could travel in a straight line and you could hit down on it? And the answer is no. The dimensions of the court and the height of the net do not allow us to hit down on the ball unless we're 6'7" or taller. So we've got to be thinking about swinging upward. So when we do that, all of our swing energy is going to be going up to contact, and that's where we're going to accelerate up through, and then as it comes down, the racket actually comes down quite a bit slower than it rises. And if you get that upward swing, what happens is you get to the point really where you can't go any further. It's like a point of no return, and the racket decelerates right there and comes down. And that is going to keep you from hitting your leg. So all this upward swing idea is going to keep you from having this downward movement that you're going to be cracking into your leg. That's the first big solution. The second big solution is the swing path has to be correct. And the swing path on the serve is going to be more left to right for a right-handed player. If you think about swinging like having your racket travel like through a railroad track on a straight line, then you're only going to be able to hit flat, and you're only going to be able to use sort of this forward arm swing. So we've got to think about placing the ball up, and we're going to come up on the ball, and the racket's naturally going to taper off to the right-hand side. I place the ball up, and off to the right-hand side she goes. Do that left to right. So if I'm swinging left to right, and my momentum is going upward, it's very unlikely that I'm going to be hitting my leg on my serve. So what you're really looking for is an aggressive upward swing to the ball. And the byproduct of that is that it goes up and goes off to the right. And naturally what happens is if the racket comes off to the right, when it comes down, it's actually moving across you more than if you went straight towards your target and it came back to you. So the racket is not going to come back to me like this as much as it's going to come across me in this way. So you can see here, it's actually coming back to me by coming across the front of me, but not downward. By the time the racket crosses me, it has already reached its lowest point. And I think that's very important as well, is that the follow through should not go across the body. It should not go across the body until it gets to the natural bottom of the swing and then it just floats across the front of you so you can pick your racket up and get ready for that return. So one thing you can do, or at least think about doing, is something I do with my students, and that's imagining that your best friend is standing right here in front of you. And you're going to be able to serve the ball in the box by going up and over them and having the racket go off to the right. And I've got my videographer and great friend here with me and fellow coach, Randy. And Randy is actually going to take a risk here. And I'm going to serve the ball over Randy. So come on over here, Randy. There we go. So here he is. He's just 2 feet in front of me at the most, right? Standing here. How you feeling?
A little nervous.
A little nervous. So
we've done this before, but anything can happen.
Get a little closer. Don't worry about it. Oh, there you go. Good. So if I were to do the swing where I'm going to hit my leg, he's gone. He's goner. But if I go here and I go up and over him, I can actually serve the ball and not even hit him, and there the ball goes right in the box. So my racket was actually coming across between us. So I don't recommend you necessarily try that at home, but you can visualize that when you are practicing to try to get that racket to move from left to right. Of course, at this point, you're thinking, okay, swing left to right, swing up on the ball, all these things. But there's one key piece that you must have in place in order for this proper swing to happen, and that is having a continental grip. If you're anywhere near a forehand grip and you're swinging with a forehand grip and you try to swing up on the ball is going to obviously go up, probably off to the right somewhere, up high and away. So you really won't be able to swing up on the ball. The only way you can do that is to have the continental grip. And keep in mind that the ball always goes where the racket face is pointing. So even though there's pronation involved and the racket's coming up on edge to attack the ball and it comes in, you're trying to get that intricate timing so the racket face is pointing at your target before the racket turns over and the strings face away from your target line. So the ball always goes where the racket face is pointing at contact. You've got to have a continental grip. We have a lot of instruction here on the channel about what the continental grip is, how to use it, how to get it, and how to develop the skills. Check those videos out, get that continental grip, and you can start swinging up on your serve and avoid hitting your leg on your follow through. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Give us a like, leave your comments down below. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already, and check out my full playlist on the serve here on the channel. It will really help you build your serving skills. And then finally, if you're interested in diving deeper into your serve, you can click on the link in the description down below and get my free mini course on the 5 key principles you need to master to really achieve your full potential on your serve. Thanks so much for watching today's lesson, and we'll see you in the next video.